So I want to tell you about something that happened to me 3 winters ago. This isn't a joke or some campfire ghost story. This happened, and I don't care if anyone believes me or not. But if I don't talk about it, I feel like I'll go crazy. I had moved to a tiny cabin just outside of Ely, Minnesota. I was going through a breakup and needed space to clear my head. My cousin owned this old off-grid place deep in the woods. No internet, no cell service, no neighbors for miles. Just me, the snow, and silence. I thought it would be peaceful. Turns out I was wrong. It started on the 4th night. I had just made some tea and was reading in front of the fireplace. I remember the fire was crackling real soft and the wind outside was howling like it always did. Then I heard a knock. Not loud, not aggressive. Just one single knock on the door. I froze. No one was supposed to be out there. I didn't even tell anyone where I was going except my cousin, and he was in Arizona. I sat still listening. Then came another knock, this time a little louder. My stomach twisted. Something felt wrong. I didn't move for maybe 5 minutes. But then curiosity got the better of me. I slowly walked to the door and peeked through the tiny frosted window. There was someone standing there, not a shadow or trick of the trees. A man. He had no coat on, which was insane because it was -15 outside. His skin looked pale, like bluish pale, but his eyes, God, his eyes looked like they were made of glass. No life in them, just dull and gray. He didn't say a word, didn't even move, just stared straight ahead like he was waiting. I didn't open the door. I backed away slowly and grabbed the axe I had by the fireplace. I waited all night with that axe in my hand. At some point I must have fallen asleep in the chair. When I woke up, the sun was out and he was gone, but there were footprints in the snow. Bare feet. No shoes, no boots. Just bare feet going around the cabin like he had walked in circles all night. I told myself maybe it was just some crazy lost hiker or someone high out of their mind. But deep down, I knew something wasn't right. I tried to leave that day. I packed up and got in my truck, but the battery was dead. Brand new battery, too. It had worked fine the day before. I went to check the hood and saw something that chilled me to the bone. There were handprints on the hood. Not dirty prints or greasy smudges. Frosted handprints like someone with freezing cold hands had pressed down and just stood there staring into the windshield. I went back inside and started a fire. Tried to convince myself I was just being paranoid. But then the knocking came back. That night. Same slow, steady knock. Only this time. It came from the back door. Then the side window. Then from the roof. Yes, the freaking roof. I could hear someone walking on it, pacing back and forth like they were looking for a way in. At one point, I swear, I heard whispering, not loud enough to understand, just this low, breathy murmur that seemed to echo from the walls themselves. I didn't sleep at all that night, just sat there clutching the axe, whispering prayers, even though I hadn't prayed in years. The 3rd night was worse. I was heating up soup when the fire suddenly went out. No wind, no draft, just gone. Then all the windows fogged up at the same time, every single one. Then I saw him again, standing just beyond the window in the snow. No footprints this time, just him. Still no coat, no shoes. and now he was smiling. A slow, crooked smile like his face didn't know how to do it right. I screamed. I actually screamed. I don't think I'd ever done that in my life. I grabbed my flashlight and shined it at the window. But he was gone, just vanished. No sound, no sign, just gone. I was shaking so hard I dropped the flashlight and it rolled across the floor. Then came the scratching, from the walls, from under the floorboards, like nails scraping at wood. The sound moved around the cabin like it was alive. I covered my ears and rocked back and forth until it finally stopped. The morning came and I was still alive. I went outside to check the snow. Still no footprints, but there was something else. There was a word carved into the snow with perfect precision. It said, "Stay." I packed everything that second and started walking down the logging road. Didn't care about the truck anymore. I just walked and walked for hours until I found a plow driver and flagged him down. I didn't even look back once. When I told my cousin, he just looked at me real serious and said, "You saw him too, huh?" I asked what he meant. He told me the cabin used to belong to a man named Elroy, who went missing during a blizzard in the 1970s. They found his cabin door wide open and blood in the snow, but no body. Locals believe his spirit still roams the woods, looking for warmth, looking for someone to invite him in. And if you do, you never leave. I swear I never opened that door, but I think just answering his knock was enough. Even now, sometimes when it's snowing and quiet and the wind dies down, I swear I can hear that knock again. Far away, but getting closer. So if you ever find yourself alone in a cabin in the middle of a Minnesota winter, and you hear a knock at your door, don't answer, no matter what.